Well, believe us, we know crypto and NFTs can be confusing to understand, to say the least, especially for myself. But we have an expert to explain it all. Tell us about an event happening this weekend that can help Texas artisans. And Ted Oakley, founder of Non-fungible Texas, is here. And, let's get this encrypted. Okay, see, I can't even get through that. All right, so you've got your work cut out for you here. Okay, what is blockchain and NFTs for those who don't know? I mean, and I know it's a lot to explain, but just the gist.
Yeah, and actually that's a great first question, because what is the blockchain first? Yeah. And then we can talk about NFTs. So the blockchain is the ones and zeros that are going through a pathway, and the non-fungible token, which is the NFT, is actually on that superhighway of ones and zeros on that blockchain that actually is a digital asset, and it is a one-of-one asset that is to a sole owner. Mm-hmm. So they actually own that, and no one else actually has that. So it can be right-click, copied and pasted, but it really is like the Mona Lisa, and there can always be copies, but it's not the Mona Lisa.
So it's kind of like how people always want the OG, like the original of something.
That's right.
Whether it's the first published copy of a book or the first, that's kind of what it. Okay, all right, we're getting there. Okay, this is good. Okay, so why should people care about this digital stuff?
Right, so, and again, it all bases off the blockchain, but then from the blockchain, there's cryptocurrency. So there's an ecosystem of what they call blue chip cryptocurrencies, and then alternative coins, so alternate coins, and then they have meme coins, which are like the funny Doge coins you may have heard of. So there's that ecosystem of funds and money, but then there is the NFT to be purchased that eventually at some point it's a digital asset that goes into the metaverse, which, if you're familiar with the movie Ready Player One, the digital assets that are in game, and you're able to experience in a more immersive experience with those assets.
Okay, we've got about a minute left, so let's talk about the event happening.
Yes. So Metaverse Nights, really, what I'm really excited about here in San Antonio is what the event is for, and what Non-fungible Texas is for, is bringing artists together. Fashion, music, art, and that's in the physical form and digital form. So that bringing artists together, building a collective with Metaverse Nights, and then having an evening where it's a mixer. Everyone comes together and we share the technology on NFT, blockchain, and the metaverse, and how does that work with developing your art and making it an NFT to put it in the metaverse and actually help small business and artists build another revenue stream.
And so that's kind of how fashion can play a role?
Exactly. So yeah, so we have Kaya Dublin here, who actually is a local artist, fashion designer, and does fashion production, but she has clothes here that actually we are going to use physical to digital, which is called phygital. And the phygital art or fashion, there's actually near field technology within the garment. And in that garment, you can actually scan that garment, get it minted to the blockchain. Now you have the garment NFT'd on the blockchain, and then you have a garment with that technology. So you have the digital asset, and then you have the physical asset, and you can choose to do what you want with those assets. You could actually even burn the physical asset, so it makes the digital asset even more valuable.
So say there are 100 dresses. Well, if you get the first one, right, kind of like out of that 100, that's more expensive, and and then some. Okay.
Exactly.
All right, how can folks get tickets?
Okay, so you can go to Eventbrite, and Eventbrite, it is right now it's NFT 50 off. So Metaverse Nights on Eventbrite, and again, NFT off is the code, but it's Saturday night at 6:30 p.m. and it's going to be not only education and learning for artists and the Artist Collective, but it's also going to be a fashion show with digital art.
All right, thank you so much, Ted, for that explanation. I know some of y'all out there understood that. Hey, for more information on Non-fungible Texas and Metaverse Nights, head to salive.com and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab, where we've provided a link, or just scan that QR code on your screen.